see me here. I haven't got a mic on this thing, so maybe I shouldn't have it in the case. You probably won't be able to hear me anyway. But I guess you can turn the volume up. I'll try and keep my volume and my voice up. I got a letter from my nephew this morning telling me that if there was such a thing as chemtrails, with the government's technology, you would think that they would spray the sky with stuff that you can't see. And I said, no. What they've actually done, mate, is one better than that. They've put out a thing called, a false flag called global warming. So all the mind-controlled sheeple, like yourself, would think that what they're spraying in the air is for global warming, when there's actually no such thing as global warming. You know, and you see people on YouTube all the time saying about global warming, and, you know, oh, they're putting their stuff in the air for global warming, da-da-da. None of them get it. Absolutely none of them get it. Fucking dumb. There's no such thing as global warming, and why they invented global warming is so they can put shit in our skies that's going to kill us. Now let's face it, if it was really for global warming, they wouldn't be just crop dusting towns, right? They would crop dust out in the forest as well, in areas where there's no people, but it's just not happening. It's happening over towns, right? That's number one clue. Number two clue, it doesn't just have aluminium in it. It's got borax in it. It's got stuff that's radioactive active. It's got shards of fiberglass in it. So when it goes into the human body, it kills the brain. It's got mutated mould in it. Now, why would they have mutated mould in a weather control atmosphere? Why would they have viruses in the bloody thing if it was only for global warming? Like, the sheeple of the earth are so mind-controlled that they think that mutated mould and shards of glass and mutated viruses and all that shit actually are curbing global warming, when in fact all it's doing is killing people. Like, all you got to do is go into Deagle.com, who gets all their information off of the government. It's D and then Eagle.com, and then you write in your country, let's say Australia for me, and it'll come up with not found, but then you click countries and it's in there. So you click on Australia and it says in 2013 there is 22 million people in Australia. Now the government, who's in on this, right, these are the people we vote for to look after our country, and they're writing down that by the time 2025 comes, there's going to be 10 million less people in Australia. The governments are aware of this. They know. Our prime ministers and presidents and whatever of the world are all in on it. It's called money. Offer a person enough money and they'll bloody jump at the fact. You know, they get promised, you know, great things and all this good stuff and da-da-da. Mind you, they're stupid because none of it's going to happen, right? They're fucking still getting sprayed with shit. You know, it doesn't matter how many times they go into an underground base. it's still in the earth, and they're still going to fucking eat it. Like, you're eating it in your tomatoes, you're eating it in your fucking fresh fruit and vegetables, you know. It's full of aluminium and it's killing you. You know, I suggest you get yourself a really good mask, and when it's been sprayed around, wear it in your home as well as outside. Don't care about cunts that laugh at you, because they're not going to laugh when they're fucking dying of cancer in 5 years' time and realise why you were wearing the mask. It's fucking hot in here. It'd be fucking 40 degrees in this car at the moment, so I'm going to turn the air conditioner on. I hope you can still hear me over it. Pretty quiet, isn't it? Yeah, in Australia, like here at the moment, it's something like 42 degrees. 42 degrees, not degrees, Celsius. Yeah, degrees Celsius, that's it. So in this car is like 50, so I have to have the, when I feel like cooling down, because I haven't got an air conditioner in my house worth of shit. And I don't like using it anyway, because what it does is all the chemtrails and shit on the outside of your house are getting sucked through the bats on the side of your cooler, because it doesn't protect you at all. So it's pumping your house full of chemicals 10,000 times more than it is walking with you walking around outside. People like me nephew, I thought he would have had more brains, but no, obviously not. He thinks that if it was like I said it was, that they would use invisible stuff. Well, no, they can't make shit invisible, but what they can do is mind control you into thinking that it's global warming, and they're doing something for global warming. You know, people like me, sadly for me nephew, like, I thought he would have had more fucking brains, but he doesn't, obviously. Can't wait to get this car registered. I go in and get it registered on Tuesday, because then when there's fucking shit getting sprayed out over my town, I'm going to fucking go to a town that's not being sprayed until all the shit's hit the ground and fucked off and dissipated all over the joint, and then I'll come back. And another thing, if it was only for global warming, wouldn't you think people like me who put videos up and say about this stuff, like here the other day, it was crystal clear, fucking all over us was totally crystal clear. And because I'd been beacon off the night before, I had this big fucking chemtrail straight across the top of my house, clear everywhere else, from horizon to horizon, straight over the top of my fucking joint, you know? And I'm not being paranoid about it or whatever, because next time it happens, I bought a good Canon camera, and I'm going to try and spot the fucking planes with it, and see who's actually doing it, whether they've got markings on them or not. And the camera I bought's got 65 zoom on it, and you can see the moon and the craters and all that sort of shit, so hopefully it'll be good enough to fucking see through the window and see who's doing it. I had a mate doing this on YouTube, and of course YouTube's involved, and they're scared of everyone, of course, so you know, they take your movies off and ban your bloody channel and all kinds of shit if you do anything like this. And you know, now I know a lot of you people start spinning out when you hear God things and whatever. As you know, I wear a cross. I love God, always have, right? If any of you don't believe there's a God and there's no hell and whatever else, I want you to read Revelations at the end of the Bible, and this is exactly what happened in the Bible, you know. So when you don't believe there's no heaven and no hell, well, guess what? The Illuminati are devil worshippers. What the idea is they think they're going to put Satan on God's seat and take over the earth. Well, you know, all this happens and whatever else, but one day God's going to come back, fight Satan, throw him into hell with everyone else that have been devastating the earth, and going to blow hell up, and that's going to be the end of that. And then he's going to make us a new earth, and we're going to that. So, like I said, a lot of you would freak out over me mentioning God and whatever else, but realistically, if you put 2 and 2 together, this is exactly how the world's going. As far as food, the Illuminati has control of all our food, all our fuel, every aspect of our life, basically, because they want to control us. That was the idea. What they do is they're going to depopulate the earth, so we're more easy to manage. There's going to be one money, one religion, and I believe that that's going to be Catholic, and it's going to be illegal to be a Christian. So if you're either thrown in jail or killed because you're a Christian. You can't be anything else but Catholic. But what happens under the Vatican and where the Pope is they sacrifice fucking black babies and cut their throats and all this kind of shit. You can't tell me that's of God, you know. And all you guys that believe in evolution, evolution has never, ever, ever been proven. They got 3 skulls or whatever that from people, and they're saying that, oh yes, this is how we started, and we all started from monkeys and da 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 da, trying to pull everyone away from the thought of God. You know, there's never, like I said, it's never ever been proven that there's evolution, but it's been proven that there is a God. And how they've done that was, back in the 60s, 63 or 2, 50 years ago or so, they done a test on all the bedrock of all the different places around the world, and in that bedrock is kind of a like a gas, right? And the fact that that gas had been trapped in that rock proved, because the gas apparently in the volcanic rock, when it happens, it dissipates after about 2 minutes and is gone. But because that gas was in that bedrock, it proved that the Earth was actually put here and solidified in minutes, proving that there was a creator, proving that it was put here and there's no such thing as evolution. But of course they don't show that, do they? They deny that and shove evolution down our throat, when in actual fact there was no such thing. And you know, if you don't believe, I'd appreciate it if you didn't believe me. I'd like you to actually get out and do your own research, and you'll find exactly what I found to be absolutely true. I keep looking up into the sky just to the more chemtrails over the town, you can see the crisscross pattern in the sky. When I haven't actually got my mask, so what I'll do is, because I got the car out of the shed, once I get out of the car, I'll hold my breath until I get inside and put my mask on. Some people would see me as paranoid and what they call a conspiracy theorist. That was actually a made-up thing by the Illuminati to make those who right brain that can see the truth, make them look like idiots, when in actual fact they aren't idiots. It's just people that have researched for years and know the truth. That's what it is. You know, it makes me fucking angry. It really makes me angry that they do this to people. You know? It's like all those coffin liners in America. No one ever understood why they were there. But why they were actually there is because they were going to spray the fuck out of the joint and kill a heap of people. Like a world holocaust. They reckon Hitler was bad. Got nothing on the Illuminati. I'm taping this out of me. I've got a new GoPro Black, and I'm actually taping this with it, so I hope it comes out alright. It's a bit dark in here. Turn the light on. Don't know if that'll help. Probably not. Check out how quiet it is in this cab. You can't even really hear the motor running. The only reason why I can feel it running is because I can feel a slight touch of vibration. Other than that, nothing else. I just can't get over the Shire dude that he's either in on it or really fucking stupid. But I rang him up and I said, "You getting writing the sign down, the site down?" "No." Like I'm a nutter. Like everyone thinks that I'm a fucking nutter. You know, because the Illuminati makes people like me look like a fucking nutter, so no one will listen to them. Like I told a friend of mine about it yesterday, and she said, "I hope you're wrong." I said, "I ain't fucking wrong. Go and do some research, you'll see it too." Unbelievable, isn't it? Today, on the weather forecast, was meant to be clear skies. Nothing whatsoever in the sky at all, just blue skies, and for the next few days. And I thought to myself, how are they going to keep spraying the town? Well, I know now what they do is because the wind's blowing, they get out of town about 7 or 8 k's and dust the skies, and it blows back over us, which it's doing at the moment. It's absolutely fucking, you can't see any blue out there. She's all crop dusted. Tell you what, this car's excellent. I was just looking at it. I've got half a tank of juice, 431 k's to go, and it tells you how many hours of driving you got left in it as well. It's just incredible. Love it. Just absolutely beautiful, this thing. I can't wait to go for a drive in it. So drink cup holders, money holders, holders in the door for your drink, your stubby if you need one, you know. Just absolutely great. Jigger. After driving this, I got in the old girl and had a drive, and it's like driving an old tank compared. And the funny thing with the windscreen wipers in this car, the water actually comes out of the windscreen wiper. So years and years ago, they had little like snake eyes on top of the bonnet that would blow water onto the screen, and it'd do one pass, and there'd be no water left on there basically, and you had to hit it again, and it just probably ended up grinding the windscreen full of shit if it had on. But these, as your wipers go over, it sprays water, and in big mass heaps of it just keeps spraying. So you wash the whole windscreen, and absolutely great. One of the bloody wiper blades is probably nearly 3 foot long, and the other one's like I don't know, 16 inches or something. I think One's about 26 or 8 inches and the other one's 16. And it absolutely wipes the whole screen clean. Fantastic. I should show you. Absolutely great idea. Whoever thought of it? Unbelievable. You ought to see it now. Today it's like I said, it's meant to be clear as crystal. And the shit that's coming over here, I'll show you. You see up there? Look at it all. Big chemtrails fucking everywhere. When I get outside, it's going to stink like shit, I am. It's going to stink like absolute shit. I've got this on, so it's circulating in the car. It's not fucking circulating anywhere else. Like, not from outside. The only thing I've got to do today is get in the other car over there and drive down to the supermarket and get some band-aids to put across my bridge of my nose, because when I wear my mask it cuts into me, it's that tight a fit, cuts into my nose. I've got a bit of a sore happening there from it, so rather than have my nose fall off, I'm going to get some plaster and stick there. Oh, another thing you should do also, because of all the bacteria and the fucking viruses and all the dirty shit in that chemtrails, every day you should wash with Dettol soap that kills all that. And the reason why they don't like people vaping, because you're vaping alcohol, and what happens is if any viruses or whatever else gets in your immediate area while you're vaping, it kills them. So it's not effective to vapors. And the reason why they bloody don't want people smoking pot is because people on pot you can't mind control, you know. So the idea is you'll notice that the chemtrails have been stepped up. The idea is to kill people off before they smoke too much pot and realise what everyone's doing to them, or the government's doing to them. And like I said, please don't believe anything I say. Go research it yourself. It's out there. Google it. Go on YouTube. Write down chemtrails. You know, find out for yourself all about it and what it's doing to us. Here's another thing. The chemtrails have got a sedative in it. Right? Now, if it was for global warming, why would it have a sedative in it? You know, the other day when I was going to get my ute registered, I was fucking tired as shit. I just couldn't work out why. I was dropping off to sleep. I thought, you know, I've fucking slept for hours and I'm dropping off. Well, that day I didn't look into the sky, did I? Because it was all chemtrailed up, and it's making everyone fucking dumb and dopey and more stupider so they can fucking get away with it more often. I think I put out on a video that, you know, stop spraying my fucking town and I'll stop telling everyone. And they haven't stopped spraying me town, so I presume that they want me to fucking tell everyone. And you can tell the difference between normal clouds and chemtrail ones. The chemtrail fucking ones are stink. It absolutely stinks like rotten pond water. Would be what I'd say it smells like. You know, like I said to you yesterday, I think it was, everything in my yard's dying, which is probably not a bad thing. Like, it's killed all the lawn and everything, and I don't have to mow it now. But so it's definitely less stress. But you know, I love a green lawn. I love my plants being all healthy. You know, and everything's just dying. Low V. Looks like I vaped too much. Always keep some batteries on me. Another thing those fucking chemtrails do to me, they make me feel jittery and like nervous and shit. I've been taking a lot of these things. Stick it under my tongue, stop me being nervous, horrible. Just gonna put it back in the shed. I think it's time I went inside and put my mask on. Alright guys, I'm going to go inside and put my mask on now. Hope you had a good one. Cheers. Catch you later.